Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the PELE YOETZ in the Ois Aleph, speaking about Ava LaHaKadosh Baruch Hu, loving Hashem. And he writes today, V'hine Ava LaHaKadosh Baruch Hu, loving Hashem, hi achas mitarag mitzvahs, is one of the 613 mitzvahs that we are obligated to fulfill. V'hi mitzvah tediris, it's considered to be a continuous, constant mitzvah, as he will explain. Asher biyad ha'adam l'kaima b'chol eis, because a person has the ability to keep this mitzvah all of the time. U'b'chol rega yidei zechira, every moment of the day a person could fulfill the mitzvah of loving Hashem merely by thinking and remembering that he has a mitzvah to love HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'hi miskayemis b'machshava v'hiru bilvad. You fulfill this mitzvah just in your mind and in your thoughts alone. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to wrap tefillin. You don't have to shake a lulav and an esrog. You don't have to go sit in a sukkah. You don't have to go shech the meat and make a bracha. Just merely using your mind and thinking about how much you love Hashem, you fulfill this mitzvah. When you put into your mind, into your hearts, that it's fitting to love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Ahavas, not just a regular love, but a very strong and deep, overwhelming love that you have for Hashem. You will fulfill a great mitzvah by just thinking, I love you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so much. Those mitzvahs which you can fulfill with just thinking about them, besides the fact that they're very easy to fulfill and they're easy to keep, because in reality, a person doesn't sit idle in their thoughts for even a moment. There's no such thing as a person who's not thinking. You know, when you see that person and they're staring out into outer space, and you ask them, what are you thinking about? And they say, oh, nothing. It's not true. Every single moment your mind is working consciously, subconsciously, you're aware, you're not aware, the mind is working, there are thoughts that are going on inside of them. So since, says the PELE YOETZ, that your mind is always going to be filled with some kind of thoughts, then they might as well be filled with the right things. If you end up filling up your mind with strange and forbidden thoughts, when you could have really been thinking wonderful things like loving HaKadosh Baruch Hu, fearing Hashem, having awareness and awe of the Rabbi Shalom, this just means that a person has a bad heart. They could be probing the depths of loving HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They could put into their mind such wonderful, positive, inspiring ideas that are going to make them have a better sense of self. They'll be in a better mood. They'll be closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They'll be happier. Instead, a person gets locked into the world of demyonos, of fantasy. He gets locked into the world of hirhurim, of ideas and thoughts that are negative to him. I'm going to bring him down. Why did a person do such a thing? Makor, a person leaves the source of the flowing, living waters, the Rabbi Shalom, and he goes and he digs broken pits and cisterns. Why would you do that? You have a wellspring of water that is flowing, and you could go down there, cup your hands, and drink in the elixir of life, that delicious water. Instead, you go to a broken cistern and you dig down in there and there's nothing there to take. Says the PELE YOETZ, that's what's going on with your thoughts. If you'll connect your thoughts to Ahavas Hashem, you'll love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and as we'll see, for all that He does for us, you'll be connected to the Makor, HaChaim, the source of all life, which is the Rabbi Shalom. But if a person ends up making his thoughts connected into the world of demyonos, of illusion and fantasy, He puts his thoughts into a world of ideas and concepts that have nothing to do with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the holiness, the sanctity, the spirituality, the neshama that they have. So then a person's leaving the source of all the life and he's connecting himself to the broken cisterns that are empty. Mitzvah, in a place where you could have done a mitzvah, thinking about loving Hashem, and you could have received great reward. Pesayim avru v'nenshu, the foolish people, they continue to go and trample, and they will get punished as a result. Therefore, it's fitting for a person to strengthen themselves with tremendous amount of energies, and power, to push away all of the forbidden and the foreign thoughts. Instead, fill up your mind with holy, sacred thoughts. Even when you're going and coming, you're getting in the car, you're driving someplace, you're walking down the street, you're going somewhere, you're walking up the stairs, you're in the elevator, on the way to the office, think just simply, I love Hashem. Hashem, I love you. I love you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm in awe of you, Hashem. I'm so gracious to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. A person thinks that, you're getting a mitzvah. And the moment that a person reminds himself, whoops, I'm thinking the wrong thoughts, he should feel pained, and he should run away from those thoughts, and cling to your Creator, to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as much as you are able and possible to do. And this is the Eitz HaTovah, this is the great piece of advice that the PELE YOETZ is saying. You have to try it today as a homework and an exercise. While you're walking down the street, while you're in your car, while you're in your house, you're about to go onto your phone for another time. You haven't seen enough TikTok videos yet today, so one more, maybe that's the one that's going to make you happy today. Says the PELE YOETZ, no, that's not going to do it. If you think about Hashem, and you think about how much you love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and you think about connecting yourself to Hashem, that itself will be the greatest kiyum, the fulfillment of this mitzvah, and then you'll be able to stay connected to the Rebbeinu Shalom all day long, if we'll be zeiche, if we'll merit such wonderful levels to reach. La'at, little by little, we'll get there, Im Yetz Hashem. Have a wonderful day.